Guys, we are officially back in business. I just got off the phone with Airval, my business partner for our combined eBay store, and inventory has been flowing in like crazy. In fact, we've seen sales pick up over the last couple of weeks now, and we are finally ready to start on our crazy listing days again. If you guys remember, before Christmas, through October, maybe even November, and a little bit of December, we were listing like crazy. We were trying to get as much stuff up as possible, trying to catch that Q4 rush, and overall, we were able to see some really great sales from it, especially starting from a store with 0 sales only the month earlier in September. Then of course, when everything closed down, all of the local value villages and thrift stores, our sales plummeted to literally basically nothing. We were selling a couple things a week, which was okay, I suppose. It kept us afloat, but I mean, it really wasn't a lot. That being said, those couple sales weeks still did add up, and we ended up having quite a hefty bank account at the end of those 3 months. We were able to put that money to good use right now, where we went out and we spent a whole bunch of money on inventory, which is now what I had to deal with today. So I want to spend today actually working through a lot of the phones that we got. I've pulled out most of them here. I want to say all of them, but I know there's still some hidden away, but most of the phones are here. I want to start off by getting all of these for the most part either drafted or listed. We'll see how far we get today, but I want to try to get all those up. And then I want to spend the rest of the day looking through some of the other stuff that we had to go through for this new store to get listed. We have a ton of different remotes, a ton of different video game consoles and accessories, some controllers, a whole bunch of different tech stuff, and just some other home essentials. I don't know exactly what's there, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, literally behind me, I've got a receiving bin for the store, which is overflowing. I've got a desk beside me full of the phones that we're going to deal with today, and I've got bags of Value Village stuff over there in the corner. And not to mention, Airval's got a ton of stuff over at his place. He's been doing a weekly, if not more frequently, like maybe 2-3 times a week, going to Value Village and picking things up, which is awesome. So now is officially the time, hopefully, assuming that they don't close again, that we're going to grow this store up to the 5-figure range a month and hopefully get over that $10,000 sale price. Anyway, it all starts here today, where we're going from essentially 0 again, unfortunately. I think we did, I don't even know what we did. We probably did like $500 in the last month or something. Yeah, I'm looking over at the solds there, something around there. It's really not that impressive. So we need to go up higher from there. But again, starting at the bottom here, we can only go up. So let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of work we have to get ourselves into today and see what kind of stuff we have to do to get up to that 5-figure mark. So here's a look at my table, which is an absolute disaster right now. I've got discs that were being refurbished, but then got taken over by these phones, which were on my desk behind me, but I need to move them over here to make space. So I've kind of made a mess of this whole place. But I need to get them listed for multiple reasons. Obviously, we need to get the store back going. Also, I want to get them out of here because they are totally taking up some decent space here. And the third reason, guys, pretty funny one. They're sitting right under my window, which when my neighbors walk by and whatnot, I think they look in here and think I'm crazy, like I'm running some sort of call center or something really sketch. So it's so funny, but I need to get out of them, or get these out of there for that reason, because it's pretty funny to have all these sitting here, and it makes it look like I don't know what I'm doing, but it makes me look a little crazy, which I am a little crazy for owning all these, I suppose, but nevertheless, we're going to see if we can get some money out of them, turning these phones into cash. So let's go ahead and start to work through them. All right, guys, clean workspaces are a must, so the first thing I need to do here is start by removing all of this stuff that is totally not related to what we're doing today, the EB Games stuff, which I was going to do today, but I don't think I have the time to do it, so I'm going to get that stuff done some point, hopefully this week. If I don't get it done this week, I don't know what's going on, but this stuff has to get out of here. Knowing that the store was opening back up, I went ahead to Lowe's and picked up a bunch of this packing paper. I didn't go to Lowe's for any particular reason, I was just there, so I went ahead and bought this stuff. Paid $16, but this stuff is awesome. It's going to last forever, and obviously we can use it to pack all these items, so I needed to grab that, so it's good that we have that now. Alright, so I know it's not the cleanest thing ever, but that's going to work great for what we need to do here today. So I wanted to clear up some white space over here so we can go ahead and take some pictures. I wanted to leave a little bit of room over here for some testing and stuff, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to work our way through these one by one. Maybe we'll grab some wipes, and we're going to start off here, again, one by one, going through, wiping down the phones so they're all good and clean. Sorry, it's a little bit dark there. Can you guys see that? Anyway, we're going to go ahead, wipe them all down, give them a test, plug them in, make sure that they work, check for batteries and all those things, and then we're going to just go ahead and get them listed on eBay. So it should be pretty straightforward here. I might test as I list, or I might go through and test them all at once. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I will figure that out in a second, but nevertheless, maybe I'll grab some wipes. All right, guys, so I got some wipes now. Let's go ahead and grab one of these guys and grab a phone. So again, not rocket science. I don't even think I had to show you this, but we're just gonna use a wipe, and we're gonna wipe down the phone like that, nice and easy. And that guy's going to be ready to get listed now. I'm going to let them dry, obviously. Want to make sure there's no sort of marks left on this here. So you can see I touch with my finger there. I leave a little mark. I'm just going to go ahead and wash all that down. When it dries, it should look just fine. Now, I'm not going to grab another wipe. Again, these guys stay pretty clean, and they're a hot commodity right now. So I might just move on to the next phone,
Give it a nice little wipe here. We can see there's some yellowing and whatnot, but there's nothing I can do about that. So again, I'm just not going to worry about it. We're just going to describe that in the listing and not worry about it here. So nice and easy for these ones. They're not too dirty. Here's one again, a little bit more gross. It's got a little bit of stuff on it and whatnot, but again, not too bad. And we're just going to give it a nice little wipe there. This is just an extra step, but it's going to make these things way more attractive to the buyer when they have no grime or, you know, little dusts or anything on it. I think it's just a really nice little thing to do. So nice and easy, takes a couple seconds and well worth it. Okay guys, here's a good one. You can see there's like a total gross bit of sticker residue on the back here. Now, there's a couple ways to get rid of these. My favorite way is with nail polish remover. It gets off it so easily. But we can try it here with the wipe. And again, if we wipe up and down like this for a little while here, you can see it sort of starts to take away more of it. It's a little bit of a pain to do. You gotta get more and more water on it. Also, the convenient thing here is this is actually a case, so I can take that off and just clean that. But I need to spend a little bit of time here with the wipe, see if I can get that off. Okay, so we can see it is working there. I still have a lot to go though. And there we go, guys. I mean, there's not really any residue left. This is all just the actual soap now that you're seeing. There's like a little bit here and there. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. It's better than it'll ever be. And that already looks 10 times better than it would if I had just left it. Took like 2 seconds literally and well worth it. And now when we look at that, guys, it's almost as good as new. So I'm very happy with that, and that's gonna do great. Guys, check this one out. It's got some paint on it. I'm not sure why I didn't notice that in the store. I definitely wouldn't have bought it. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any way to actually get this off. No, I'm gonna go with, oh wait, actually, no, it actually looks like it's coming off. I was just about to say I don't think there's any way for me to get it off, but I think I can get it off. Wipes, guys, they might as well be magical. Look at that, got the paint off, not a problem. Wow, that's actually amazing. Is there any more on this guy? Looks pretty good. Wow, that's awesome. I was not expecting to be able to get that off. I was just about to say you would just list it like that, but nevertheless, these wipes are great. And there we go. This one is clean and ready to go. All right, guys, not too much more to go. I'm almost done. This one's got a little bit of sticker residue on it. Let's see if this guy peels off. It actually does. Oh my gosh, my luck today has been really good. That was easy, and I'll just be able to clean that up. Not a problem at all there, but oftentimes we get some bad stickers on some of these, and that's not usually fun. But anyway, a little bit of a wipe here, and we'll be able to get that sticker residue off there, no problem. And just like that, I don't know if it's coming off, it's not really yet, but there we go, it'll all come off. Okay guys, and just like that, all of the phones have now been cleaned. It only took a few minutes there tops, and it's definitely going to make these all a lot more attractive to the buyers, especially taking off some of that residue and gross stuff. So there we go. Now I think the next step is going to be to move them all slowly, one by one, over to the right here, where we can go ahead and test them. Yeah, I'm going to slowly take them all over to here, plug them in, and we're going to make sure that they all work. Okay guys, serious talk here for a second. I've just remembered something which is kind of making me contemplate how I want to list these right now. So you guys will remember the famous phone shelf from basically a couple months ago when we were listing all these phones. Yeah, this shelf is still fairly full, and that's because we've been adding to it a little bit. I mean, there's definitely some room to add there. I don't know why it's so dark. Oh, my shadow's in the way of the light. Anyway, you can see it's still pretty full. But also, not that it's just full, but it's actually a real pain to actually pull phones from here because I have to like pick them all up and look at the model numbers. I would love to create some sort of custom SKU system for storing these things. That being said, I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about doing that. I have some various bins down here which might work to use, but at the same time, I'm not sure how it's going to work in terms of keeping them with their chargers, which is always a hard thing. So here's the deal. Let me know, maybe you guys down below, if you guys have any ideas as to how I should be storing these with custom SKUs so then they stay with their bases in the most efficient way possible. I want to try to keep them as tight together and close as possible, but also still make it really easy for me to pull them and list to them, and store them there, I suppose. But anyway, if you guys have any ideas, let me know, because I've been thinking here for a little while and I can't think of anything right now, and I would really like it. Like, it could literally just be grab an eBay box, put them all in a box, and whatever, label the boxes and have 4 of those or whatever. You know, that could be as easy as that, or it could be something more complex with some shelves or bins or whatever. I just need to figure something out here. Nevertheless, I'm going to just go ahead and list these all without any custom SKUs and hope that I find a solution soon, and then go back to all of them and replace them all with SKUs. So that's what we'll do for now. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start testing. Okay guys, so here's the deal. I just wrapped up testing all of them. These ones over here all do not have cords, so I couldn't properly test them, so we'll just have to list them as is, as untested. But nevertheless, I think we'll still be able to get some good money for them. They oftentimes work, and a lot of them will have batteries in them. So that should be good. Anyway, we've got all these ones back here that did test, and they all worked, so that was good. Not one of them had any issues here. The only thing I'm confused about is this base and phone right here. I'm not sure if they match. I put this charger, which was extra, with this base. Not sure if they match, but I plugged it all in, they work, so I'm just going to assume it's okay. This came with this charger in the bag, but again, I'm not sure if that's what it's actually supposed to come with, because usually the red ones go with red phones, but whatever. I'm just going to list it like that. Maybe somebody will buy it for whatever. Nevertheless, everything else here seems to work great, so I'm going to go ahead and find a couple that we can make some lots. Like these two look to be the same, so we'll put them together. Those two are the same, so we'll lot them together. The lots tend to sell better, so I'm going to try to lot up as much as I can, and then we'll go ahead and list the rest of it. Guys, my brain is not on today. I totally forgot. I can totally test all these ones that haven't been tested because majority of them use the same bases, and I basically have every base that's available. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the adapters into these, make sure they work. I'm going to go ahead and plug whatever needs to be. I probably have this one somewhere else. I'm going to just go ahead and test these all, make sure they all work, and then we don't have to worry about listing them as untested. Okay, just went ahead, tested all of these. This one I had a charger for on the already listed things, but these were all just included randomly in here in terms of bases I could test them with. So that was great. And yeah, sure enough, every single one of them works. Man, I love selling phones. Time to actually get these guys photographed and listed on eBay.
Okay guys, so as you just saw, I wrapped up all the eBay drafts for the phones. So let's break this down really quickly. I drafted 18 phones today, which at the low end, at a sale price of around $20 each, is a total of $360 that these phones will list for. Mind you, that might go up a little bit. A couple of them are sold as sets, which means we'll be able to get a little bit more, but I would like to average it around 20 bucks and say that we're looking at about $350, $360 for everything here. And if you average what I pay for this stuff, and this is where it gets a little bit ridiculous, we're short of $100 at $72. So that's pretty sweet return. That's on average, that's not the exact number, but somewhere around there, and that means that we're gonna be making some really good money on this stuff. Plus shipping on top, we're probably looking at about $35 for each phone, which again will bring in some decent revenue into the company here, and I'm excited to see how many of these will sell and how long it will take to sell them all. Anyway guys, I am going to end today's video there. Unfortunately, I am a little bit pressed for time, but I really wanted to get that stuff up and running, so I'm glad about that. I've got them all drafted now, so what I'm gonna do is proceed to list probably 2 or 3 of them using kind of the Airval trick of the consistency every single day. What he'll do is draft, 100 items, then list them all over the next month, so that's what we're gonna try to do here. Again, he sort of recommended that we do it for this store. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna try to get them up consistently every single day, maybe doing 2 or 3 or so. I'm not sure exactly, but that'll last me about a week, and then we can do some more listings, of course. We'll probably do some more before then, actually, because we have so much stuff to get through. Nevertheless, we got some stuff that's going up on the page this week. This is sort of the first listing spree that we're doing since like before Christmas, which is kind of crazy. So hopefully overall this will boost all of the performance of our other items that are currently sitting on the page. We have about 72 of them. It's probably around $2,000 total list price. I'm not sure about that 100%, but I think that's right about where it's at. Could be slightly more or slightly less. I'm not exactly sure, but nevertheless, we're gonna do a full recap of the sales on this store as well as the inventory and everything that you need to know coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna end it there. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to go down below, leave a like, comment any ideas that you have for storing these phones. I'm still been thinking about it the entirety of the time that I was drafting there for about 30 minutes, trying to think of something that I could do for, the storage of them, and I couldn't really think of anything. So let me know if you guys have any ideas, bins, boxes, bags. I like the Value Village, they put them in bags, and then it keeps everything together, but I feel like that could get a little bit messy. Maybe if I had labeled bags, or I don't know, but nevertheless, something like that would work great. So I'm just trying to think of something that will keep these things together. So let me know if you have any ideas down below for me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys all in the next one.